It's the radio guy, Mike Prince. Welcome to the Memorial Friday weekend edition of the Mike Prince Show here on the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Coming to you each and every day. Our social media handle for Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter are at the Mike Prince Show. YouTube channel, Open Mic Broadcast Network. Our website, obnradio.com. We can also be found on Spotify right now at the Mike Prince Show. And our 24-hour dial-in message line, 713-570-6736. And without any further delay, we'll jump right into today's episode. This Memorial Weekend episode is being made possible by attorney Lee Van Richardson, located at 1047 Austin Street in Hempstead, Texas. You can give him a call today at 979-826-8008. That's attorney Lee Van Richardson in Hempstead, Texas. Well, there is a lot of ground to cover this Memorial Weekend, so we might as well jump right into things. In Prairie View baseball news, we want to give a congratulations to Alex Martinez, was recognized as HBCU Freshman of the Year. The funny part about that, he didn't even get mentioned as Freshman or Newcomer of the Year for the conference. Go figure that one out. You can get recognized by outsiders, but not even recognized in your home territory. Wow. Congratulations, little brother. WNIT has released their schedule for the preseason basketball tournament. Panthers will open up on November 8th against Oklahoma. Panthers will be under the second-year leadership of Coach Sandy Pugh. We have her scheduled to hear from in June. We'll discuss the new signees and what's to be expected for the 2019 campaign. So Panthers out of the gates hitting up hard against the Big 12 representation of Oklahoma. That was an invitation-only tournament as well, so that is a big thing for the Panthers to be invited to. Also giving you some updates, we have a very interesting and intriguing interview with Auburn Donaldson. He is a representative of the American Softball Association. Their draft coming up on June the 4th. We'll get a chance to talk with him in detail. That'll be on next week's edition. Of course, Larissa Hernandez and Destiny Williams will be anxiously awaiting to see if they'll be one of the drafted players to represent the 4-team league. And some of you may have been aware of the story we gave to you about the University of St. Thomas Tommies, not the University of St. Thomas in Houston, but the University of St. Thomas in Minnesota. They were kicked out of the Minnesota Intercollegiate Athletic Conference. I still can't believe that. But we were able to catch up with athletic director of the Tommies, Phil Eston, and we will let you hear what he has to say about the eviction notice, is how we'll dub it for right now. Other news going on, programs throughout the country are now heavily considering spreading the good cheer, if you would, at their home games. There was a 2-year study to show behavior patterns of how people would respond with the flow of alcohol throughout various parts of the stadium. And after this 2-year study, they have shown it's not as bad as people thought it would have been. So now there's a potential of opening up the floodgates and allowing alcohol sales to be sold throughout general seating of the games. Now, if you are a suite owner, you already had privilege to this, but they're going to open it up to the general public. Now, there are two things that are driving this. Number one is money. And number two is money. Money by way of sponsorships and money by way of game day sales increase. Of course, now, if you allow beer sales, it opens up the door for major companies, if not local draft companies right now, because draft beer is a huge thing right now. But they could now interact with your potential audience on their beer brand, which does what? Increases sales. You allow sales to go to general public at a football game. Average beer is what, $8 a game or $8 a cup? You do the math. If I got 3,000 people drinking on average 2 beers, it's not a bad increase of revenue. So it's boiling down to where if you have any stake in the game, you have to realize that it's more than just the game. Gone is the day where you put out the schedule, people pack the stadiums. You have to create that atmosphere. You have to create that environment. You have to make it a social event that it has become. Sad, but it's true. So we'll see how this trickles down to some of the mid-majors, because you think about it, it could be a pretty good payday for an institution to have your favorite beverage flash across during a home game, or to hear, for all you do, this one's for you. You know who said that. I won't call it out. It's very interesting to see, and people are becoming more and more creative as the day goes on. So now we're going to get to this section of today's show. It's Friday, Football Friday. A couple of weeks ago, we started off with our projection for the 2019 season. We'll do this all the way leading up to the start of football camp. Actually opens up August 3rd. It'll show up August 1st. And we're going to give you the football camp updates right here from the Open Mic Broadcast Network. And we're truly excited about providing that for you. So week 4, the Panthers will be facing the Alcorn State Braves in Lorman, Mississippi. At this stage, according to our projections, the Panthers would be entering this game with a 1-2 record. We projected that they'll beat Texas Southern. They'll lose to University of Houston and also fall a little short to Nicholls State. With the 3rd consecutive road game for the Panthers, I believe the Panthers will hit a wall when they get to Lorman, Mississippi. Alcorn is by far one of the upper echelon teams throughout the Southwestern Athletic Conference. It's no secret that Fred McNair is doing one heck of a job. And I think, although it will be a close game, the Panthers will fall against the Braves in week 4. And the only reason I'm saying that is because the Braves will be at home. They are tough on the reservation. They are tough on the reservation. So the bottom line, I'm going to say that the Panthers would end up, and I'm going to call this really a dogfight, and I'm talking about something like maybe 21-18, 21-17, Alcorn comes out on top. So at the end of week 4, the Panthers will be headed to the State Fair Classic with a 1-3 record. And you'll have to tune in next Friday to see how we project that one coming up against the Grambling State Tigers. I have run out of time. Want you guys to have a safe, productive Memorial Weekend. Want to thank you so much for all of your support, the spreading of good cheer, and the word of the Mike Prince Show here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Don't forget, you can call in on our 24-hour dial-in message line at 713-570-6736 and share your questions, thoughts, comments, or concerns. I've got to go, but until the next time, you guys be blessed, and we'll see you on the other side.